Johnny? Johnny? Johnny.
What is it now?
We're nearly there.
Nearly where?
Marseille, of course. Don't you want to have a look?
No, thank you.
Aren't you interested?
Not very. I've seen it before, you know.
You won't stick in the mud. Johnny, when we get to Paris, how long are we going to be there?
2 days.
Can't we possibly stay a week?
Good heavens, no. I had the deuce of a job getting rooms for 2 nights, with the exhibition starting on Monday.
We shan't see very much in 2 days, shall we?
Who said we were going to see it at all?
Suppose so.
Now, look, if it'll make you happy and keep you quiet, we'll try for a week. But I think it's pretty hopeless. They say here they're expecting 20 million visitors in Paris.
Thank you, Johnny, darling. You know, you're very sweet, really.
I know.
What's the name of our hotel?
Hotel de la Licorne.
What's it mean?
Hotel of the Unicorn. You know, before this holiday's over, you're going to be sorry you slept through all those French lessons.
Oh, nonsense. I can speak French beautifully. Hotel de la Licorne? Hotel de la Licorne. Paris.
Would you mind bringing the bags in?
Bien, monsieur.
Même des canapés dans le salon. Monsieur, c'est tout à fait impossible. L'hôtel est complet. Je suis désolé, mais nous ne pouvons absolument rien faire.
Monsieur?
L'hôtel est complet, monsieur, absolument complet. The hotel is full.
But I booked rooms.
Oh, you booked rooms? For when?
For tonight. I wrote to from Naples.
Oh, pardon, s'il vous plaît. Wait a minute. What's the name?
Bart.
Dis-moi, est-ce que tu es une lettre de monsieur Barton à Naples? Oui,
Monsieur. Monsieur et Madame Barton?
Monsieur et Mademoiselle Bart.
Ah, yes. Mr. Barton and sister. Yes, I have 2 rooms for you, 17 and 19 on the third
splendid.
floor. If you will kindly sign here.
Thank you.
May I sign, Johnny?
Baby.
Ah, bags. No, there's one missing. Where's the other suitcase?
Pardon?
Où est l'autre portmanteau?
Ah, c'est tout, monsieur.
No, there should be 5. 5.
Non, non.
I must have left it in the cab. I won't be a second.
You must be very tired, mademoiselle, after so much traveling.
Oh, I'm much too excited to be tired. I've never seen Paris before. I'm looking forward to the exhibition.
You must have a program. I hope you will enjoy your first visit to our beautiful capital. You have found it?
Yes, I have, thank you.
Keys 17 and 19. I hope you will be very comfortable.
Thank you very much.
C'est quel numéro, mesdames?
17-19.
Aber es ist unmöglich. Was ein Mangel an Organisation. Ich habe noch nie solche Gesichter gesehen.
Which are you going to have, 17 or 19? Now, here we are.
I'd like a room with a view, if possible.
Give me a room with a comfortable bed. Hang the view. Huh. The bed's all right. What's the view like?
Not bad, but not good. It looks out onto the courtyard.
What do you expect, the Eiffel Tower?
No. But it would be nice to see something of Paris from your window.
Come on, let's look at 17. This room's all right for me. Oh, that one, là, ici, here. Come on.
Ah oui, je comprends, oui.
Thank you.
Johnny, look.
The Eiffel Tower.
Isn't it wonderful? Will you take me up it tomorrow?
What? Up that thing?
Wouldn't it be marvellous to be one of the first 2 people to go up it?
Well, we'll see. I take it you like this room.
Oh, yes, it's charming. Do you think I'm being dreadfully greedy and having it?
Positively rapacious? Mademoiselle, reste ici.
Ah, très bien, monsieur.
Oh, Vicky, have you got the French money?
I've got the 50-franc note you gave me this morning.
No, that's too much. You have to be content with an English shilling. Merci beaucoup.
Merci bien, monsieur. Franchement, qu'est-ce que c'est faire avec ça?
I think we've mortally offended him.
I'll make it up with him tomorrow.
Johnny,
Now what?
may we dine out tonight?
Your first night in Paris. Aren't you tired?
No, not a bit.
Well, you ought to be. I am.
But wouldn't it be lovely to go to one of those little places in Montmartre?
And wouldn't it be lovely to be poisoned?
I'll taste everything first, I promise.
Can you be ready in an hour and a half?
Yes, of course.
All right.
Thank you.
I'll call for you at, waiter. Au revoir.
Monsieur.
Mademoiselle.
Ah, mon vieux, c'est l'heure de la soupe, hein. Pardon, monsieur, tu parles si j'ai faim, hein. Oh là là, qu'est-ce que j'ai faim.
Botheration.
Mademoiselle Permet.
Thank you.
Voilà. Mademoiselle, you go to l'exposition?
Oh, yes, of course.
Ah, bon, c'est magnifique. You permit, I show you something. Regardez. Is, how do you call in England? My sweetheart, n'est-ce pas?
Oh, your fiancé.
Ah oui, fiancé. I go with him very high up.
You mean you're going up in the balloon, too?
Yes, I go tomorrow with Louis. C'est une spécialité. Nina et Louis. You will come and look, mademoiselle.
Oh, I'd love to.
Oh, très bien. You will enjoy it very much.
Come in.
You ready?
Of course.
Bonsoir, mademoiselle.
Bonsoir, Nina.
Bonsoir, monsieur.
Bonsoir.
Johnny, have you unpacked yet?
Yes, why?
I thought it might be nice to wear the brooch tonight. We can pick it up on the way down.
You can have it now if you like.
You weren't going to keep it in your pocket, surely.
It's better than leaving it lying around in a strange hotel. You never know with foreigners.
All right.
Come on, I'm hungry. I want my dinner.
Smell of paint.
Oh, didn't you know? I've had the place entirely redecorated for your benefit.
You think of everything, don't you?
Seriously, the trouble they've taken over this exhibition. They've done the hotel up especially. They haven't finished yet, as far as I can see. Mind the paint.
Oh, pardon, mademoiselle. This floor should have been finished yesterday. I am so sorry,
Oh,
monsieur.
that's quite all right. Thank you.
Mais voyons, vous n'avez pas encore fini ce travail. Ça devrait être terminé, au moins pour cet étage.
Ah, ben si on n'était pas tout le temps dérangé, on fait de son mieux.
Wait a minute. I beg your pardon. Good night.
There you are, George.
I do hope I haven't kept you waiting.
Not at all. It's only 8:15.
1,000 apologies. I loathe unpunctuality, don't you?
Yes.
Who's the pretty girl, George?
I haven't the least idea.
Couchet.
Where are you taking us, George?
I'm entirely at your service. Where would you like to go?
Well, I'm longing to go to one of those little places in Montmartre. You know, where they eat on the pavement.
Oh, we shall all be stabbed in the back.
Johnny, aren't you going to finish your bombe glacée surprise?
Surprise. No, I'm not very hungry.
I expect you're excited.
Nonsense. I'm not in the least excited. I'm just tired, that's all.
I don't understand you. I really don't. Paris is so much lovelier than I ever dreamed it would be. I decided to have my honeymoon here.
Oh, really? Have you anybody special in mind, Miss Barton?
No, but anything can happen in Paris. It's in the air. I believe he thinks we're newlyweds. Except that you look so miserable.
I'm sorry. I shall be all right when we've finished our food and I can go back to the hotel and go to bed.
But you said you'd take me on to the Moulin Rouge.
Oh, not tonight, Vicky.
You promised.
All right, torment. We can only stay half an hour. Understand?
Yes, Johnny, of course.
What are you doing with that?
I'm taking it home as a souvenir. They won't mind, will they?
No, that's all right. Only charge extra on the bill.
Good evening.
Who's that?
I haven't the least idea.
$17 and $19.
17 and 19. Bien sûr. 17, 19. Voilà, monsieur.
Could you get me a small brandy, please?
Certainement, monsieur. Would you like to have it here or in your bedroom?
Thank you, here.
Bien, monsieur. Une fine maison pour monsieur.
Bien, monsieur.
You look tired, Johnny. I hope you'll be all right in the morning, otherwise it'll spoil all your fun.
You mean all your fun, don't you?
No, of course not.
Don't worry. I'll be fit as a fiddle by then.
I'll come and drag you out at 9 o'clock.
All right, off to bed now. Oh, I better have the crown jewels.
Good night.
Good night.
Thank you for a lovely evening.
Sleep well.
Bonsoir, mademoiselle.
Bonsoir.
Votre cognac, monsieur.
Thank you.
Thank you, George.
I'll join you in a moment. Je regrette, j'ai rien de plus petit.
Quoi, un billet de 100 francs pour une course de 30 sous? Mazette alors, moi j'ai pas la monnaie.
Ah oui,
allez
oui,
faire
attendez,
la monnaie
attendez.
vous-même.
Attendez. Did you happen to have any money on you?
Oh, I don't think so. Why?
Well, the cabby can't change this.
I'm sorry, George, I've nothing.
And I gave my last franc to that horrid musician. I wish I hadn't now.
I'll try the desk.
When you were dancing, did he say anything? He said he loved Paris, loved his studio, loved his painting. He loved dancing, but he didn't say anything about loving me.
You don't encourage him, Rhoda. That's the trouble. How do you expect him to make up his mind if you don't help him? Where would you be if I hadn't made up your father's mind?
Really, Mamma, what an improper question.
Pardon, monsieur.
Yes? Can I help you?
Oh, English. Thank heavens. I wonder if you mind changing that. I can't pay my cab fare.
Yes, certainly. How much is it?
100 francs.
Afraid I can't do it. I can lend you 50 if that's any help.
You're sure you don't mind?
No, not at all.
Thanks. Would you like this now or will tomorrow morning do?
Oh, tomorrow morning's perfectly all right.
All right. I'll leave it at the desk. Better have your name.
Barton, room 19.
Barton, room 19. Haven't we met somewhere before?
I don't think so.
Didn't I see you with your wife tonight at the Café Brissac?
It's not my wife, it's my sister, as a matter of fact.
Oh, I see. Bad luck. Good night.
Good night.
What a lovely morning for the exhibition. Do hurry, Mother. George will be here in a minute.
I am hurrying, dear. Don't fuss.
Voilà. Tu es jolie comme tout, ma chérie. Bonjour, mademoiselle. Bonjour.
Wake up, Johnny.
Mademoiselle?
I'm so sorry. Pardonnez-moi.
Bonjour, mademoiselle.
Bonjour, madame.
Is there anything you want?
Could you tell me which is my brother's room? I know it's very silly of me, but I can't find it.
Your brother's room?
Yes, number 19.
We have no bedroom of that number, mademoiselle.
Oh, but I'm sure my brother's room was 19.
Your brother? But surely you are here alone.
Of course I'm not here alone. You received us here yourself last night.
I received you, mademoiselle. I do not remember that anyone was with you.
But you must remember him. He spoke to you at the desk.
Mademoiselle.
He told you we come from Naples, and then you gave him the keys.
I gave you your key. That is all.
But we arrived together. You sent us to our rooms 17 and 19.
Mademoiselle, room 19 is the bathroom.
Bathroom? Will you show it to me, please?
Yes, with pleasure. Voilà. You see. You are mistaken, huh?
I may have been mistaken. The room was here somewhere.
That is not possible, mademoiselle. Voyons, there are no other rooms on this floor except what you see. Monsieur and Madame Blanchard in room 20, Madame Pasquier is in room 18. That leaves only your room and the linen room.
You are the owner of this hotel, madame?
Why, yes, mademoiselle.
Who was the man at the desk last night?
Oh, that is my brother. He assists me here.
I would like to see him, please.
Certainly, mademoiselle, if you wish.
Bonjour, mademoiselle.
Bonjour. Do you remember my arriving here last night?
Of course.
And the number of my room?
Let me see. 18. No, that is Madame Pasquier. Yours is 17.
That's right. And the number of my brother's room?
Your brother? What brother?
John Barton, of course.
But...
Don't you remember him either?
No, mademoiselle.
May I see the visitor's book, please?
Oh, most certainly, mademoiselle. Voilà.
Did my brother not sign?
Mademoiselle, for the last time, you came here alone.
C'est la vérité, mademoiselle. You had no one with you.
Are you going to tell me there's no room 19?
Voyons, mademoiselle, how could I do that? The room 19 is a bathroom.
Was it always a bathroom?
But of course. Toujours.
What are you trying to hide from me? What's happened to him?
Mademoiselle, permit me to say this. You arrived last night after a long journey. You were very tired. Your imagination, perhaps...
I arrived here with my brother. Surely you would have thought it very strange, my traveling alone?
We did think it strange, very strange. But your behavior this morning is even more strange. If you will take my advice, you will go back to England today instead of tomorrow. You should see your doctor when you arrive with a little care and rest.
Very well. I see you won't tell me the truth. I shall find someone who will. Oh, excuse me.
Pardon?
You remember me?
Mademoiselle?
Parlez-vous anglais?
Non, pas du tout.
But you remember my brother. Vous savez mon frère, n'est-ce pas?
Votre frère? Non, mademoiselle.
Monsieur Barton, mon frère.
Non, mademoiselle.
But you... vous portez les bagages. He gave you a shilling. Remember, a shilling.
Je ne comprends pas ce que vous voulez dire, mademoiselle.
But you must understand. Monsieur Barton, mon frère. Où est-il?
Je ne sais pas. Je ne l'ai jamais vu, mademoiselle, votre frère. Jamais. Excusez-moi.
Madame, excuse me. Vous parlez anglais?
Un peu.
Did you hear anything unusual in the night?
Pardon, je ne comprends pas.
Did you hear my brother go out?
Brother. Ah, you have a brother.
Yes, did you see him?
No.
Well, his room has disappeared.
Sa chambre a disparu, mais c'est impossible.
Madame, please help me.
Excusez-moi, mademoiselle. You speak with Madame Hervé. Ça vaudra mieux. Qui est cette jeune fille au numéro 17?
C'est une étrangère, une anglaise.
Oui, oui, madame, mais elle m'a parlé d'une façon tellement bizarre, je ne crois pas qu'elle soit...
En tout cas, elle part demain. Mademoiselle?
For the last time, will you tell me what's happened to my brother?
You came here alone.
But you agreed that a room was reserved for me.
Evidently.
By whom, please?
I seem to remember that you wrote. From Naples, was it not?
May I see the letter?
We do not keep such letters. We receive hundreds.
I see there's a place in the rack for room 19. Also a hook for the key. Isn't that rather strange for a bathroom?
These racks are both ready-made, mademoiselle. We use the numbers we require. The others we do not use. Voila.
Very well, I see you thought of everything. You're determined to go on lying. Will you please give me the address of the British consulate?
Certainly, mademoiselle. Voilà, mademoiselle.
Thank you.
Narcisse. Tu as entendu?
Oui.
Café.
Regardez cette voiture, hein?
Consul, please.
I'm sorry, miss. We're closing for today.
But it's only 11:30.
The time is precisely 11:36, Greenwich Mean Time.
I must see him.
I'm afraid the consul won't see anyone else today. He's going to the opening of the great exhibition.
But my business is urgent.
I'm sorry, miss, but I'm afraid your business will have to wait until tomorrow. I've got my orders. The consul is already 7.5 minutes late, is it?
What is this? I said I couldn't see anyone else.
I'm sorry. But I must speak to you, please. It's very important.
It always is. Well, now that you are here, what is it you've lost? Your purse or your pet dog?
My brother.
Sit down, my child.
I'm very sorry, sir. The young lady pushed past me. I told her we were closed.
Yes, all right, Pilkington. It's too late now. You'd better lock up. Tell the coachman I shall be a few minutes.
Yes, sir.
Now, young lady, you were saying your brother?
Le consul sortira dans quelques instants.
Pardon, vous fermez?
This is the British consulate. We are closed until tomorrow.
Oh, thank you. Is there another way out?
But you already are.
No, I mean, is there another entrance? I'm waiting for someone.
No, there is not. And I must ask you not to wait on the consulate steps. The consul will be leaving for the exhibition at any moment now.
You don't believe me, do you?
No, I didn't say that.
But you meant it?
Not necessarily. But it's a very strange story. Have you taken any steps to advise your parents of your brother's disappearance?
I haven't any parents. My brother is my guardian.
I see.
You must believe me. I'm not out of my mind, whatever you may think, but I shall be if this goes on much longer.
Now, young lady, please calm yourself. What I was going to say was that I don't think we shall get very much further without evidence of some sort.
Evidence?
As far as I can see at present, it's just your word against theirs.
And you prefer to take theirs?
No, of course not. Please sit down. But don't you see that without some kind of evidence to support it, your story must sound a little, well, odd. You say there's no trace of your brother at all, and that even his room has disappeared during the night. Now, Miss Barton, you know as well as I do that people may disappear overnight, but hardly a bedroom.
I tell you...
Wait a minute, I'm not disputing what you've just told me. I'm merely pointing out that other people may, particularly the police. The hotel people say you were alone.
But they're lying.
Perhaps so, but the visitor's book supports them.
He must have forgotten to sign it.
Oh, come, Miss Barton. You remembered and he forgot, and you were together?
Very well. I see nothing can be done because you don't believe me.
On the contrary, there are two things I can do. I can advise you not to tell this story to anyone else, not even the police, until you've got some evidence to support it. And I can also take you with me where I'm going now, to the exhibition.
Exhibition?
You must find that girl, the chambermaid, the one whose young man flies balloons. If she can remember your brother, we've something to go upon.
Oh, she will. I know she will.
And when you've found her, you must bring her to see me.
Thank you. You're very kind.
No. L'exposition, s'il vous plaît. I shall be back about 5. Paris is looking very gay. Monsieur Eiffel must be a proud man today. I hope they don't expect me to go to the top of that tower. I don't like heights. Find the balloon enclosure over there, just past the Egyptian pavilion.
Thank you.
I wish I could offer you my assistance, but I'm already a little late for my appointment.
I'm so sorry.
And don't forget, as soon as you find this young lady, bring her straight to my office. I shall be back there by 5 o'clock.
Thank you.
Goodbye to you, my dear, and good luck to you.
Et combien est-ce que vous en voulez?
regrette, mademoiselle, mais personne n'a le droit d'approcher.
But la dame donne le ballon. It's urgent. Nina!
Regardez ici. Bougez pas, mademoiselle.
Nina!
mademoiselle.
Excuse me, can you speak English? Parlez-vous anglais?
Non, mademoiselle.
Mais moi, je comprends l'anglais.
Dis donc, c'est moi qui suis de service.
I want to speak to the chief of police.
Qu'est-ce qu'elle dit?
Elle veut parler au commissaire.
Oui, je veux parler au commissaire.
Ah, mademoiselle, ça c'est impossible.
Impossible.
Il n'est pas là en ce moment. Dites-moi, que voulez-vous?
But I must speak to him. It's terribly important. Oh, I wish someone could understand.
Je comprends pas mal, moi.
Oh, c'est dommage. Elle est si charmante.
Charmante.
Attendez un instant, mademoiselle. Asseyez-vous là. Comprenez? Asseyez-vous là. Voilà, tu vois. Ah, monsieur le commissaire, ce jeune anglaise veut vous parler.
Bonjour, mademoiselle.
Bonjour.
Mademoiselle does not speak French very well, huh?
Hardly at all.
Eh bien, then we speak in English. I was for 3 years in London, and I understand a little. What can I do for you, mademoiselle?
It's my brother. He's disappeared.
Tiens. Since when has he disappeared?
Since yesterday. It's a long story, and I know it sounds rather peculiar, but it is true.
I am sure it is true, mademoiselle. Come inside and tell me, yes?
Ah, te voilà enfin. À la bonne heure. Je me demandais ce qui t'était arrivé. Mais alors, qu'est-ce qu'elle a fait?
Elle a prévenu la police.
La police?
Et le consul britannique.
Mais qu'est-ce qu'il lui a dit?
Comment veux-tu que je le sache? Sonne. J'ai faim.
Je ne veux pas de la police chez moi.
One other thing, mademoiselle. Why did you not come to us at once this morning?
I had to go to the exhibition.
À l'exposition?
Well, no, not at first. I went there later to look for a witness. The British consul told me to.
Oh, so you see the British consul, yes? And what did he say?
He didn't believe me at first, but later on he did.
Ah, later on he did. And did he say what he should do?
No, he said that nothing else could be done until I had someone else to support what I said.
Very well, mademoiselle. You will come with me, please.
Where are we going?
To the Hôtel de la Licorne, naturally. Come, please.
Je suis désolée, monsieur, mais l'hôtel est complet. Mais non, monsieur, pas avant la semaine prochaine.
Madame Hervé?
Oui, monsieur.
Je suis le commissaire de police.
Oui, monsieur.
Vous parlez anglais, madame?
Un peu.
Très bien. Then we shall all speak English so that Mademoiselle Barton may understand us.
Yes.
You have some place where we can speak privately, madame?
This way, monsieur le commissaire. Narcisse.
Oui?
Monsieur le commissaire veut nous parler about Miss Barton.
Bonjour, monsieur le commissaire.
Bonjour. This is purely a formality, you understand, monsieur?
Oui, monsieur le commissaire, oui.
You have a young English visitor staying here, a Monsieur John Barton.
No, monsieur, we have not.
You see, they deny it.
Patience, mademoiselle. We are doing our best to find the truth. Mademoiselle insists that she came here with her brother and that he has disappeared.
That is not all she says, monsieur. She says also that his room disappeared during the night. His bedroom, monsieur. Like that.
Why do you think she should say this if it is not true?
Because she's a little mad. That's why.
Oh, I told you they'd say that. Make them tell the truth. They did see him.
Calm yourself, mademoiselle. We are doing all that is possible.
I do not think mademoiselle is mad. I think there is a much simpler explanation.
Oh, what is that?
I think mademoiselle has come to the end of her money. It is much easier to make accusations than to pay one's bills.
That's not true.
How much money have you, mademoiselle?
I'm not sure about 25 francs. I think my brother kept the money for both of us.
You see?
It's not that, I tell you. How could it be?
Monsieur le commissaire, do you wish to see the Hotel Register?
If you please. You know that mademoiselle has been to the British consul?
But of course, monsieur. I gave her the address myself. I have done everything I can for her.
Monsieur le commissaire, voyez vous-même. Voyez?
No, mademoiselle, your brother's name is not here.
I know that. I told you, you'd forgotten to sign it.
Now, listen. I am old enough to be your papa. And I have no interest in this matter except to see justice done. Is it not so?
Yes, of course.
Very well. Then I tell you. Perhaps the best thing is that arrangements are made for you to go home to England at once. Possibly your brother will be there when you arrive. If not, we will find him, never fear. And I personally will report to the British consul what steps we have taken. Voilà. Does that not satisfy you, mademoiselle?
Nothing will satisfy me until I find my brother. Of course you don't believe me. Nobody does. But I shall go on until I do find him. Do you understand?
Pauvre petite. Poor George, you must be very disappointed.
But he's improved tremendously. Really you have, George. Mother doesn't understand pictures.
I understand most pictures, my dear, but frankly, these quite baffle me.
Well, I'm trying a new sort of painting, a sort of impressionism.
Oh, yes, I know. I've heard about it. Do you think they'll ever really take it seriously?
If these are anything to go by, I hope not. I mean, I don't know what this is supposed to be at all.
Well, do you think it would help if you looked at it the right way round?
Oh,
There. Is that better?
no. A little worse, I'd say.
Oh.
Now, this is different. I like this. I like it enormously.
Oh, I'm so glad. The old man from whom I buy my groceries comes up here to work occasionally. It's one of his.
Oh, dear. Now I've made a faux pas.
Not at all. He'll be delighted.
Mother, before you make another faux pas, I think we ought to be getting back to the hotel.
You're quite right, dear. I am a little tired. My critical faculties are never at their best after dinner.
I shall blame it all on my cooking. Rhoda, I should have dropped this in at your hotel today. I didn't get the time. Would you mind taking it for me?
Yes, of course. Who do I give it to?
Just leave it at the desk. It's from Mr. Barton, room 19. I borrowed 50 francs from him last night.
Oh, yes, I remember.
Well, if you'll excuse me, I'll just get you a cab.
Well?
Well, what?
The exhibition ball. Is he taking you?
Yes, he's taking me.
Well, don't say it in that tone of voice. Anyone would think you didn't care for him.
Oh, Mother.
Cab's waiting. Are you ready up there?
Yes, coming. Would you please give this to Monsieur Barton?
Pardon, mademoiselle?
Monsieur Barton, room 19.
C'est impossible, il n'est pas ici.
Are you sure?
Mais oui, il n'y a pas de monsieur de ce nom à cet hôtel.
What does he say, dear?
He says there's no one of that name staying here. What shall I do?
Oh, leave it till the morning. There's obviously some mistake. Donnez-moi les clés, s'il vous plaît. The man's a half-wit. Anyone can see that.
Oh, I suppose a few hours can't make any difference. Bonsoir.
Bonsoir, mesdames.
Merci.
You have had no breakfast, mademoiselle. It is not wise to go without food when one is not well.
Please leave me alone.
I'm afraid I cannot leave you alone for very long, mademoiselle. Your rooms were only booked until this morning.
Why did you say that, madame?
Say what, mademoiselle?
Your rooms were only booked.
Force of habit, I suppose.
So our rooms are let, are they?
This room is let, mademoiselle.
I suppose I must go. But my brother kept all the money.
I will provide you with a ticket. My brother will take you to the station.
That's not necessary.
I prefer it, mademoiselle. When one is not well...
Why do you keep pretending I'm ill? Please get out of my room.
Here is the ticket for mademoiselle and the money. You will give them to her at the station.
Oui.
Is the cab ready?
No, I will get one.
Pardon, dites-moi, où est la chambre de Monsieur Barton?
Monsieur Barton?
Oui, Monsieur Barton.
Vous voulez dire mademoiselle Barton? C'est la chambre 17, par là.
Vous êtes sûre?
Mais parfaitement, mademoiselle. 17.
Merci.
There's no need for anyone to come with me.
I prefer it, mademoiselle.
Are you frightened I'm going to stay in Paris with no friends and no money?
I am not frightened of anything, mademoiselle. I am simply being kind. Have you your key? The key of your bedroom. Didn't you bring it down?
Oh, I forgot. I'll go and get it.
It is not...
Mademoiselle, have you the key?
Yes. Bon voyage, mademoiselle.
Oh, merci beaucoup, mademoiselle. Merci.
La voiture.
water.
Entrez. Entrez. Hello.
Mr. Hathaway, did you write this letter?
Yes, I did.
Do you know who I am?
You're the girl I bumped into the other evening.
My name is Barton. Does that mean anything to you?
Well, you're his sister.
Then you're prepared to admit that I have a brother.
Well, of course.
And you don't think I'm lying or mad?
Well, you look a bit strained, but I don't think you're lying.
You saw me with him at the Cafe Brisac, didn't you?
Yes.
Are you certain?
Of course I'm certain.
How did you know he was my brother?
Okay, what is all this?
How did you know he was my brother?
I suppose I don't know, really. Except that I saw him later on that evening, borrowed 50 francs from him, and then he told me that you were his sister.
Did you know that he was staying in that hotel?
Yes.
Did he happen to give you the number of his room?
Yes.
No doubt you've forgotten it.
No, it was number 19.
Tu l'as bien vu monter dans le train?
Ben, évidemment.
Alors, bon voyage, mademoiselle Barton.
Mademoiselle Barton, bon voyage. Entrez.
Un télégramme, madame, pour Donovan.
Eh bien, donnez-lui. Elle est au coin à gauche.
Bien, madame.
Eh bien, c'est fini, cette histoire.
Bien fini.
Un télégramme pour vous, madame.
Ah, merci.
You feeling better?
Yes, thank you.
When did you last eat?
I don't remember night before last, I think.
You're very naughty. No wonder you're so hungry.
You do believe me, don't you?
Of course I do.
You're the first one who has. So I can hardly believe it myself.
Now leave this to me for a bit, will you?
You think I'll ever see him again?
I don't see why not.
I don't think so.
Of course you will. Now listen, I'm going to have a look round this hotel at Econ. They don't know we've ever met, do they?
I don't think so, but what can you possibly do?
I've no idea. I shall have to think of something on the way. Now, you be a good girl and rest there. I shan't be very long.
Bonjour, monsieur.
Bonjour, madame.
Je télégraphie pour une chambre.
looking for someone, monsieur?
Yes, but I think I've come to the wrong room.
Merci. You are looking for your English friends, perhaps?
Mrs. O'Donovan.
Oh, you have missed them. They have just gone out. I'm sorry.
Oh, have they?
They are going this evening, you know.
No, I didn't know.
Yes, they are going to Nice on the 10 o'clock train. They had a telegram. Madame Donovan's sister is seriously ill.
Oh, I see. Thank you, madame.
Is there any message I can give, monsieur?
No, thank you. I'm sure to see them before they go. Well, one thing has occurred to me. As my friends have had to leave Paris so suddenly, I suppose that nobody else has booked their rooms.
No, monsieur.
Then I should like to book them for myself.
I'm afraid I cannot do that. I have a long waiting list. Paris is very full just now, and this hotel is most popular.
Oh, yes, indeed, I know. I've heard so much about your hotel that I'd rather like to stay at it myself. I assure you, madame, that no one need ever know that I'm not on the top of your waiting list.
Very well, monsieur.
Thank you.
Which room would you prefer?
Well, it doesn't really matter. Say 29.
29, bon. I'm afraid I shall have to charge you for tonight.
Oh, yes, indeed. I shall be staying here tonight.
If you would like to sign the register.
Yes, of course.
Le 29 pour monsieur?
Yes. Merci, madame.
Monsieur, voulez-vous signer ici, je vous prie?
Oui, certainement.
Merci.
Maclum?
Permettez.
Madame, monsieur.
Merci. Merci, monsieur. À votre service.
À ce soir.
Bonne promenade, monsieur.
Bonjour, mademoiselle.
Bonjour.
You're English, aren't you? Surely I saw you at the hotel.
Yes, I remember.
May we come in?
Of course, please do. I'm so sorry.
We really came to say goodbye to Mr. Hathaway.
Isn't he here?
Oh, not at the moment. But he won't be long.
In that case, we'll wait. Have you known Mr. Hathaway for long?
No, I've only just met him.
Indeed?
I don't know what I would have done without his help.
Really?
You see, something very strange happened, and...
Obviously.
To tell you the truth, we're old friends with Mr. Hathaway, and Mother thinks it's highly improper for you to be here at all.
I suppose it must seem rather odd my being here like this, but Mr. Hathaway's been so kind, and I had nobody else to go to.
Well, hello.
Well, hello, George. I hope you didn't mind us waiting.
No, I'm very glad. I was afraid I might miss you.
Well, we just called to say that we're leaving for Nice on the 10 o'clock train.
Yes, sir, I'm terribly sorry. I've just got back from the hotel. By the way, have you been introduced yet or not?
No, George, we haven't.
Oh, my humble apologies. This is Miss Victoria Barton, Mrs. O'Donovan, and Miss O'Donovan.
How do you do, Miss Barton? We just came in to say goodbye.
I'm afraid that means I won't be able to go with you tomorrow night, George.
I'm sorry, Rhoda.
I brought back the costume, if you wouldn't mind returning it for me.
That's all right. Leave it to me.
We're going to Nice because my sister is ill. When she recovers, we shall probably go on to Rome, where I shall be seeing your mother. What shall I tell her, George?
Oh, I should tell her that everything's fine. I've had a lot of fun taking you around, and I hope when you get to Nice that you'll have much better news.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Well, goodbye, George. I think she was very sweet. Good luck.
Bye.
I really must apologize, Mr. Hathaway.
What for?
I'm afraid your friends were rather shocked to find me here.
That's all right. They'll get over it.
I really must go into another hotel or something.
There's no need to, you know. You can stay here.
I couldn't do that.
It's all right. I shan't be here. I've taken my friend's room over at your hotel. I'm staying there for the night.
Have you found something out?
I think I've got a lead. The first thing we've got to do is to prove that there was a room 19.
Do you doubt it?
No, I believe they deliberately changed the numbers round. What is now room 20 used to be room 19.
I don't see how we can prove it.
Well, when I was at the hotel this afternoon, there was a man paying his bill at the desk. The manager gave him a receipt from a book with counterfoils. Now, we've got to get hold of that book. And if it's got the counterfoils for room 19 in it, you go straight to the police, and this time they listen to you.
Well, how do we get the book?
I don't know, but I'm going to get it.
Will it be dangerous?
Good heavens, I hope not. Why?
Well, I don't like the thought of you running such risks. There's no reason why you should.
Isn't there? I can think of quite a few. Anyway, there's something you can do for me in return.
What?
Well, first of all, you can help me to pack this bag. I want to get off as soon as possible. Oh, sorry.
You look as though you packed it already.
It's the first time I've heard you laughing.
You are looking for something, monsieur?
Yes. I was looking for the bathroom.
It is there, monsieur.
Oh, thank you so much.
Narcisse, tu es là?
Oui, déjà levé? Tu es matinale?
Je suis mal dormi.
Oh, ça va, ça va.
So that was it. Do you think they killed Johnny for that?
Vicky, I'm sure.
What else am I to think?
But they wouldn't murder somebody for a brooch and a few hundred francs. It doesn't make sense. There's something bigger behind this, I swear it. Look, here's the hotel receipt book.
And are there receipts for room 19?
No, but there's something much more exciting. Do you see these printed numbers on the top of the counterfoils? Now watch. 14, 15, 16, 18. No number 17. Watch again. 21, 22, 23, 25. No 24. There are 100 pages in that book. 11 of them are missing. Those are the counterfoils for room 19.
If only we could be sure.
Well, what other reason can there be? They've torn all the pages out. They've been very thorough. But I've been thorough, too. I noticed something else. On the second floor, where I have my room, there are 6 bedrooms with 6 little balconies facing out onto the courtyard. On the first floor, where you and your brother had your rooms, there are 5 rooms, but 6 balconies. Doesn't that strike you as rather odd?
Yes, but...
But what?
I don't see what we can do about it.
Tonight you're coming up to the hotel to have dinner with me.
I couldn't.
Why not?
I'm supposed to be in England. They'll recognize me.
No, they won't. You have a look in that box over there. Open it. With those on, you will merely be my partner for the exhibition ball. And no one will give you a second glance. Except me. Will you come? I'll be waiting for you in the hotel lounge.
All right.
Yes, it's beautiful. There you are. You ready? Don't worry. Go straight ahead.
Monsieur?
Bonsoir.
You're going to the ball, monsieur?
Yes, we are. But later on.
Can I take the mask off now?
Not just yet. Wait till they brought the champagne. Entrez, excuse me.
Oh, pardon. I thought I would be better to bring it myself.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Shall I pour?
No, thank you. I'll do it. I want you to understand that we do not wish to be disturbed at all this evening.
I understand. Comptez sur moi.
What did you tell him?
I told him that we were both very much in love and we didn't wish to be disturbed this evening. Do you mind if I lock the door?
No.
Would you like a glass of champagne while we're waiting?
No, thank you.
Do you mind if I do?
Of course not.
Thank you. I'm going down to See what's behind those shutters. Bolted from the inside.
Is there a room in there?
Can't tell, can't see a thing.
What are we going to do?
I don't know. There must be some way, if only I can think of it. Well, of course. These doors. Mrs. O'Donovan's room was through there. It stands to reason they must have the same thing on the floor below.
I don't see how that can help.
Come and look. That's the balcony of room 20. That one there. And the shutters are open. I'm going down to have a look.
Supposing somebody's in there.
There's no light on.
They might be asleep.
This time of night in Paris? Well, if there is, I shall come straight up again. But you come down the moment you see me go into the room. And don't let anyone hear you. Now.
There's no door.
There must be a door in this wall. It's obviously behind this.
Bonsoir, madame.
Numéro 20, s'il
Bien,
vous
madame.
plaît.
Numéro 20.
Is this the room?
Yes, I think so.
And there's the door. It's jammed.
Mais il paraît qu'il y a du voleur dans sa chambre.
George, look.
What is it?
His pipe.
That settles it.
Qu'est-ce que vous en avez fait? Où est ce monsieur anglais? Répondez-moi. It is no use, he will not speak. Très bien, faites entrer. Perhaps we shall hear something now. Madame, asseyez-vous. Now I shall ask you some questions, which it will be well if you answer truthfully. You do not deny that you attempted to conceal room 19?
No.
By covering over the door?
Oui.
Nor that you stole this brooch and put it in your safe?
Imbécile.
Where then is Monsieur Barton?
I do not know.
What have you done with him?
The doctor took him away.
What doctor?
One moment, mademoiselle. We know that Monsieur Berton was here in the hotel 20 minutes after midnight. What do you know of his movements after that?
I will tell you, Monsieur le Commissaire. In the middle of the night, the bell in room 19 begins to ring. It keeps on ringing. The porter comes to call me. We go together to room 19. Monsieur Berton is very ill. We send for the doctor.
Which doctor?
The Doctor de Courville.
What does the doctor say?
He says that Monsieur Berton must be taken away at once.
Why?
I cannot tell you.
Make her tell.
I will not.
Where have they taken him?
To the hospital of the Sisters of Charité.
Will you take me there?
I'll get your cab.
Madame, je n'ai pas fini. J'ai encore des questions à vous poser.
I know an English doctor. We'd better pick him up on the way. Couchez!
Do you think we ought to wait? Perhaps he's not in.
Someone's coming now. Est-ce que le docteur Hart est chez lui, s'il vous plaît?
Oui, monsieur.
Voulez-vous lui dire, Monsieur Hathaway désire le voir?
Mais monsieur le docteur...
Dépêchez-vous, s'il vous plaît, c'est très important. Shan't be long now.
Supposing he won't come?
Well, he'll come, all right, don't you worry. He's a very old friend of my father's. Besides...
What's wrong, my boy?
Can you come with us to Cressy? I've got a cab waiting. I'll explain on the road.
Philippe, ma serviette. When you left him to go to bed that night, did you notice anything unusual about him?
Only that he seemed very tired, but we've been traveling for several days. I didn't think it strange.
I see. Miss Barton, before you came to Paris, where had you been staying?
We come from Marseille, by road.
Mm-hmm. And before that?
Naples.
Naples?
Non, monsieur, non. Nous n'avons personne de ce nom ici.
Mais si, certainement. On nous a dit que cette personne était arrivée il y a 2 jours.
Êtes-vous tout à fait sûr, ma mère?
Oui, ceci est la liste de tous les malades admis ces 3 derniers jours. Et il n'y a aucun monsieur Barton ici.
What is it? What are they saying?
She says there's nobody here by the name of Barton.
But they must have.
Well, unless Madame Hervé was lying.
George, there is an Englishman here, but his name's not Barton. He was brought in 2 days ago, seriously injured. He'd been shot.
Oh, it must be Johnny. Let me go to him.
I'm afraid you're too late, Miss Barton. He died early this morning.
May I see him?
Yes, yes, if you wish.
But Vicky, dear.
Please, I want to see him.
Voulez-vous nous emmener voir le corps, s'il vous plaît, maman?
Si vous voulez bien me suivre, mademoiselle.
That's not Johnny.
No.
Non, ce n'est pas le frère de mademoiselle. Mais mademoiselle est certaine que son frère a été conduit ici la nuit d'avant-hier. Who was it brought Miss Barton's brother here?
Madame Hervé. Oh, wait a minute, Dr. de Courville.
Docteur de Courville.
Entendez, ma mère. C'est un client de Docteur de Courville.
Oui, oui, il y a un de ces malades ici. Mais personne ne sait comment il s'appelle. Il est gravement malade et personne n'a le droit de le voir.
They know something, I'm sure.
Tell them we must see him.
Soyez assez bon de nous conduire auprès de malade.
Mademoiselle Barton, you will please come with me.
I want to see my brother.
I regret that will not be possible.
Why not?
It is a terrible thing I have to tell you. Your brother is very ill. He is suffering from what you call the plague, the Black Death.
Better now?
Johnny?
Dr. Hart's with him. You've been absolutely wonderful. He insisted on seeing him. You'll be back soon and we shall know all about it.
Oh, George, I'm so frightened.
Mademoiselle, you are feeling better?
Yes, thank you.
I regret that I should be the bearer of such news.
If only I'd known, I could have done something to help him. I can't understand why they didn't tell me.
I think I understand, mademoiselle. Just think now. All France is depending on this great exhibition. Millions of francs have been spent on it. Paris is full with tourists, with people who will buy our goods. And then comes a case of the plague. C'est terrible, c'est effrayant. Once let the news be known and Paris will be empty. This exhibition will be a gigantic failure. Everything will be lost. So what do? They send your brother away to the care of the sisters. They close up his room. Everything is hidden. It is as though you have never had a brother.
But surely they could have told me.
And what if they had? You would have told monsieur, he would have told another. And soon all Paris will be whispering it. No, mademoiselle.
How is he?
Your brother is very ill, Miss Barton. Very ill indeed. But I think he has a chance. A slight chance, but a chance.
Is there anything I can do?
Everything in our power is already being done. Usually in these cases, there is hope once the delirium is over. Your brother is out of his delirium now, and he's sleeping.
May I see him?
Yes, I think you might. Just for a second. But you mustn't go too close to him. Just inside the door, eh? Voulez-vous conduire Mademoiselle Barton, s'il vous plaît?
Johnny. Oh, Johnny.